Hi, my name's Cordy, and on this channel it's important to maintain a clean jazz hole, and I don't normally do ad reads, but in this case we're sponsored by Hello Tushy. And are you tired of toilet paper? Just kidding. Anyway, here's an intro from, I've decided to outsource my intros. The burden has been a little bit too much, so Deep Impact has kindly taken on some of the responsibility.
Hello, I'm John Cordy, and I'm a hide and seek champion, but the one thing I don't hide from is honest videos about guitars. Join me as we go look at them.
Anyway, good, thank you for that, Jim. Now, in this video I wanted to show you a couple of different things, but first of all, you might have seen I've already done a video about how to kind of take the Helix and send out from it without using the USB a raw DI. So that's what I've done for this video, and you'll see initially I recorded with the Helix at the same time, but I found that I'd recorded what I was doing here in a bit of a weird way. So I've used a couple of instances of Helix native, and what I wanted to show you was I think a really cool way of doing, like, maybe kind of Djenty demo tracks if that's what you're into, and I'll just show you what's going on. So here's the raw audio without native, and then with native, so it's just one guitar. Okay, so what have I done here and why? So essentially you'll see this path here is like a dual amp setup for some heavy kind of stuff, sort of inspired by the Misha Mansour, sorry, presets that they put in. So it's just a Horizon drive with a gate on and a cab, and they're going into a split of A-B. And then I decided, what could we do with this other path? And what I've done is dropped that down a whole octave, run it into a dark glass, and then into an Ampeg. And the reason being that essentially then we've got like a bass tone being generated by our guitar track as well. So just solo that for you. Set that level independently, but if you want to see the settings, the polycapo is just default. The dark glass, I've got drive at 7, level at 7.2, blend at 10, grunt to cut mode, attack flat, master at 6.8, the bass 5.5, low mid 250, okay, and distortion on. Then, oh, well, that's annoying. Brilliant. Anyway, so I think I'm using the Ampeg SVT4 Pro for this. Let me just save this preset before I lose it again. Yes. So, drive 4, bass at 5, mid at 5, mid frequency 2. Anyway, the things that I've changed, I think I've turned the ultra low on, the bright on, and then some EQ kind of changes. So 33 Hertz I've cut a bit so that that's not getting in the way of the kick, and I think 80 Hertz I've cut a tiny bit. 150 Hertz I've boosted a smidge, and then some sort of cuts in the mid and a little boost at 2 kilohertz. So that's what I'm doing for the bass tone and the drive tone. Anyway, I thought that's kind of a cool sound, so the other thing that I've done is, I don't know if you're familiar with that Bishop game on YouTube, or the Bishop game, isn't it? That Bishop game, the Bishop game. Anyway, Igor works for Line 6, and you know, it's obviously therefore very good at this kind of stuff. So he did a badonk match, tone match with the Gojira plugins from Neural DSP, or the new Gojira plugin. So I've sort of taken that here, and I've also chucked in the Line 6 2204 mod and my bass rig, and that ends up sounding like this, which is a bit more bright, I think. So yeah, those are just two little presets that I've whacked together. They'll go in my Helix kind of folder if you want to try them out. So that one's called Big Bass JC, and then the other one's called Igor Bass if you wanted to try this idea. Sorry, that's why I'm recording direct from the Helix floor now with a send, just because it enables me to do these things, and then I can chuck the learnings from this back to my Helix, so the next time I record, it's basically the tone that I wanted in the DAW anyway. So I think that's kind of powerful. There's no reason that you couldn't just separate all these things out and, you know, have like 3 instances of Helix Native running, so one is just your bass or whatever. But I thought it was kind of cool to put it all in one preset. Hopefully that's vaguely interesting, maybe, to one person. But that's just what I was playing with. And you can grab those presets in the description if you do want them. Thank you for stopping by. Catch you in another video soon. Cheers.